Send it somewhere. Stay out of order. Judge out of order. Enough is enough. Disrespect.
Bermuda, let me just first start out by saying thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Otterbridge, for the time that we've had together and the prayers that we have shared together, the conversations we've had. I recognize this as a democratic right for Bermudians to stand before the House of Assembly to bring your concerns in this fashion. This is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. Amen. And so I recognize that, and we hear the voices, we hear your concern. Let me first say, by addressing the situation and the word xenophobia, which we all know and recognize as a fear of foreigners, I recognize that in this political arena that there is no place for the word xenophobia of the fears that we have. The fears that we have are that we are at this time in our economic history unable to find jobs, unable to feed ourselves, many families, unable to find many of the issues that are concerning us as a country. And so many times, thank you, I recognize that there is no place for that word, because the fears that do exist are the fears that are real, that we need to get back in working. And it is our endeavor to ensure that after the last 10 weeks, we continue to understand the urgency of now that we get Bermudians back to work. Now let me just be very clear here. When I walk around Bermuda just as you do, and I walk in many of the workplaces, I too ask the question, why have we not found ways to get our Bermudians back into many of these jobs? But I also additionally want to be sure and make sure you understand that this is a situation that we have acquired. We did not give those jobs away. What we have done is acquired this situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You're not going to get a word in.
Yes, come on, so you can hear me. I recognize that the One Bermuda Alliance was not the government at the time of many of these situations that have acquired, but what we will do is endeavor to work together to ensure that we tackle this problem together. All ministers, if you want me to speak to me, let me speak to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Please let the Premier, please give him the dignity to speak. You came to hear him speak. You came to hear him speak. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Or we will have to shut it down. Let him finish.
And so what we will endeavor to do, what we will endeavor
to talk to you. You want me every day, you don't speak. So how much you mean to bring up the people? Don't yell me nothing. You need to send these gas workers home so the Bermudians can get a job. I'm sick and tired of people making promises. You told our young people that you was going to be a different party and not a new party. Okay? You know your dad's a number.
Yes.
Number. Send them home and get their job. He needs to resign immediately. If not, your job needs to be resigned.
Yes. I recognize that we have many challenges, Bermuda, before us. This situation did not happen upon us overnight, and it will not go away overnight. We must recognize that in order, as I said already, we will continue to look at our situation and where it is, and we will make it a priority to get Bermudians back to work. I recognize also.
What about the apology?
It is upon all of us that we find a way to ensure that all of us work together to ensure that we get jobs back on the table for Bermuda. But let me assure you, Bermuda, that any day lost in doing that is another day lost where Bermudians are unable to pay their bills. And we will make that a priority amongst all of our ministers to ensure that that happens. And so, with that in mind,